Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get to this podcast off the ground, I had so many questions. How do I record an episode? Where do I find my background music? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? Where do I find the advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. So, if you want to start a podcast, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. Hey guys, and welcome to the episode of Marvel Tuesday. Well, it's not going to be like a full-on episode, because, where I decided it's going to be, just bonus episodes, where, of course, like I've been gone for so long, I say news after news after news. It burned me out. And then had to cover some topics. But the skies are clearing up after a beautiful look of snow at my studio. But however, it's my job to keep myself warm and get some delicious hot chocolate. Well, but for now, we're going to talk about is WandaVision, an upcoming Disney Plus project from Marvel Studios. So, we're going to get Marvel Studios, and of course, yeah, so we're getting Marvel. Yep, first is WandaVision. It's going to come this Friday. But I did say I'm going to make full-on episodes, well, based on reviews. But, I'm not going to be covering, like all the news, full-on news like I usually do, but because it's burned me out and I got other things to do, like videos, video making, like Falling Downfall parodies, and of course, animation news. And hell, even my loans of videos is long await overdue. But, however, I'm just gonna say, however, with this, although I am going to see what I'm gonna do now. Yeah. So first things first is of course things we're gonna see. We're gonna see a cast. An added cast to WandaVision of Elizabeth Olsen as the Scarlet Witch, or Wanda Maximoff, and Paul Bettany's Vision. And yes, and we're also going to see him in human form. Like Dragon Foss, who, was on Solo Star Wars Story, another Disney. No, a Star Wars, from another studio that's under Disney. But, so we're gonna, see, like, that 70s show, Deborah Jump. And we're going to see some, other characters. But hopefully it'll be easy to keep up with, unless I try to find MCU, the MCU wiki, or, fandom.com, like, which one is this, MCU or Marvel Cinematic Universe? Because, but even though I'm not too keen on this, but hey, I needed a good laugh, to be honest. Like I say, I needed a good laugh. And this is not me being in a silly persona when I say I needed a good laugh. I mean, I really mean it. This is me, myself, not in character, saying that I do need a good laugh because, we never have a single comedy in a Disney Plus or in a superhero before. Not since that Vietnam, post-traumatic stress moment of the Green Hornet. But I will admit, I'm going to need to get the, everything ready. And speaking of everything, there's something you should know that, but, before we're gonna end the episode, I do want to talk about, regarding to me, of course, not like, right after the, DC Thursday bonus episode, but, and of course, there also what to expect, the OG costumes from the comic of Vision and of Vision and the Scarlet Witch from the comic, from that 1960s comic with the same costume of Scarlet Witch and Vision, like like a sexy looking red, you know, a sexy looking costume, like it caters to the boys, but of course also has a green cape and a green suit. And green's not my color, but hey, it's in a comic, so can't argue with results. So, pretty much. And yes, even though there's gonna be humor, but in most sitcoms, there's gonna be serious moments. But this one is not gonna be like any of those, someone is dying of AIDS, or of course, or someone got drunk and it looks okay, but then later, one of the girlfriend's family members get a call that their boyfriend died in a hospital, or anything like that, including one from Different Strokes. That one. But this, however, is gonna have some serious stuff, like action, of course. This one's gonna have some action. Because it is a superhero project after all. But speaking of action comedy, now we get to the breath of fresh air. Deadpool, however. So, yeah. It's been confirmed that the MCU, well, Deadpool 3 has been confirmed for the MCU, and also confirmed R-rated. So this is going to be like the second or the first Marvel Studios project under the R brand. As Disney confirmed that Deadpool will not be toned down to PG-13. It will stay R-rated. Now that is a good news, however. And speaking of news, it's time for this one, and it's not good. So, yeah, the reason I'm by myself, like with no one, usually my dad's gone outside and I stop the broadcast every time he gets here. But it's not usually like that. So, my dad was in a hospital because of asthma, because of risk, not because of asthma, which I thought it was just a normal cold, but it's just lack of oxygen, and of course, a fever, and in other words, he got tested for COVID, and yes, I'm might be might have it, I might have it, so I'm yeah, I'm in isolation right now, everyone, but. Even though I do pray that my dad, recovers from this, and I'm very worried about my father right now. But me, I'm doing okay. I don't have any symptoms. I mean, he also lost taste. But me, I still have my taste buds. I'm still breathing okay, and I sometimes cough a bit, like for a cold. So in other words, I didn't have COVID, but my dad does. So everyone says, keep on praying for me and my family for this difficult time. But this is a difficult time for me. But the show must go on, of course. But even though but I gotta get back to work next week. Well, not my job, like on not till my quarantine is up. So yeah, I'm quarantined for 14 days. So I've been gonna be stuck in quarantine for 14 days, and it's not till next Wednesday. This is day 6 of my isolation. So I'm gonna get ready. But when I meant by get ready for work, I mean get ready to do a full episode of Marvel Tuesday with WandaVision. And then after that, time for some action-packed Marvel Tuesday with, of course, oh yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then Loki. But although I will review this. I mean, normally I review sitcoms and never spoil sitcoms because I mean they're not worthy of spoiling, but but they are really decide if they're not worth the watch or if it's really funny to watch. Like at the level of Seinfeld and Friends and The Office and The Good Place. Those are sitcoms, and and it has cult followings. Friends, The Good Place, The Office, and Seinfeld. But this one, I needed a good laugh. But, and yes. And again, everyone, keep praying for me and my family. in these difficult times. So, I will see you guys next time. And of course, I'll see you next week on Marvel Tuesday.